Transmissions Trips to the Store video has been brought to you with the help of listeners like you. Without Patreon support, Transmissions would not be the show it is today. You can sign up for Patreon at www.transmissionspodcast.com/support.
Welcome to the Transmissions Trips to the Store, where we show off all the amazing Transformer stuff we got this week. This video is part of our regular Transmissions podcast. You can check out at our website, transmissionspodcast.com. We do 2 shows every week. Every Wednesday, it's Transmissions, all about Transformers toys, and Trips to the Store is a part of that, of course. And every Friday is Transmissions Alt Mode, which is all about Transformers comics and media. And this week we are reviewing Transformers number 11. So this is the continuing comic from IDW, the new Transformers series that was kicked off in March. So look out for that. And that comic is out this week, out today, so you should be able to pick it up and then have it read before you hear our review on Friday. So you've got 2 days.
Unless you're one of our donatrians that's listening to us record live, because they will have to wait for the show to come out.
That's right. If you want to become a Donatreon, because those are the fortunate people who give us money on Patreon and PayPal. Thank you for that segue, Jeremy. You can go to transmissionspodcast.com/support, and there you'll have all the links to sign up on Patreon and PayPal. You get lots of perks. One of those perks is getting an automatic entry into our monthly Toy Hacks $10 gift code giveaway, which we just had the drawing this week in this episode. So congratulations to our Donatreon Nick for winning this week. Great job. And hope you enjoy those $10 to spend on stickers, labels, accessories, whatever you like. Transmissions, it's powered by you guys, the Donatreon, so thank you. All right, let's talk about what we got this week. So, Jeremy, we're going to start with you.
Well, I think, as is my normal thing, I'm starting off with toys. I have another new toy, Darryl.
What?
Ooh.
I have
Galactic
Man.
They wrote his name right on the top, eh? Awesome.
This is exactly like the Radio Shack
Yeah.
Shockwave. And if you look
That's
at
fantastic.
it, I don't know if the regular Shockwave has this, but if you look on the inside here, which my camera probably won't focus in on, there's like a couple little colored lines in there to make it look like wires, which would have been for the electronics in the 80s toy. But I just thought that was a neat little touch. This is a nice little figure. I don't have the regular Siege Shockwave. I've had some fun with this. I put it into its upside down submarine mode, and it leaves a little bit to be desired. This little piece here that's part of his leg folds up, and that is kind of the handle of the gun, like the grip part. It's I don't know. I mean, this is obviously smaller than the original toy, so it's too small to hold, but the robot mode is fantastic. I really like it. And, he comes with all the armor, but I didn't really like the armor on Galactic Man himself. I'm not sure what to do with this part, which is like the extra part for the gun, but he has this armor, and I showed off last week my G2 side swipe, so I figured he needed a few extra guns. I stuck it all on him.
I love it.
And this is how I turned 5 guns into 1 super gun.
Right. So, just all this armor pieces I just stuck to sideswipe, and it works. He still needs the bandolier, but, if you've read the G2 comic, he's got all the guns. All right. The next thing I have, and this was sent to me by the PR for this Viz Media. This we've talked about this, and I'll talk about it more in alt mode, but the book from Jim Sorensen that's about to come out in November, I believe, Transformers: A Visual History. I got sent a little preview of it. So we've shown like the cover here. It's got the movie Optimus, but this is a kind of a celebration of artwork from the entire franchise. So we have here like a picture of 86 box or the 84 box art, I believe, and there. This is just kind of a sample of what's going to be in the book. Here we have some art from Titan's Return, and that way.
Nice.
I remember those
It credits
pictures.
the artists. So, like this Power Master Optimus Prime is Marcelo Mater. I guess he did all of it because it doesn't credit anyone different for the Fortress Maximus. Charles, I said you were going to love this. Here's some art from
Ooh.
Regeneration 1.
Very nice.
This is Guido Guidi on the one here with the Optimus Prime, and then the Galvatron one is Jeff Sr. and Josh Burcham. We have a 2-page spread of some of the Japanese box art. So, I mean, this is really neat. And Fall of Cybertron. So the games get some love. You know, Fall of Cybertron had a whole art book, but you can actually even see here it has some character art. So you're gonna see some of the behind the scenes stuff, and then I'll just show off this last page here, Charles. You love your Jeff Senior. And then
Yay!
this looks like it's just some development of the logo. They have some images here that look like they're just like copies of some yellowed pages from the 80s. So the book comes out November 12th, $50 US, 408 pages. So
Wow.
This is going to be a nice hefty book. I definitely, from what I see here, it's definitely going to be something to pick up. So that is all I got this week. And I just realized I forgot to have myself on the big window the entire time.
No.
So it's fine.
Show that Galactic man again. Give it a close up.
Okay. I'll show you the Galactic Man. Right here. And Galactic
Yay.
Man right there on top. And I'll show you that Jeff Senior picture just. So, anyway, that's all I got this week.
All right. Okay, I will go next. I'm in the big window now, right?
Now you are.
All right. I picked up Regeneration 1. Or no, not Regeneration 1. What am I saying? Transformers 84, number 0. So you guys reviewed this last week. I concur with you guys' review. This was a great comic. I really enjoyed it. Really liked the focus on punch / counterpunch. I'm a little bit. I kind of don't like when we turn like hero characters into like having made a dark decision that kind of kicks off everything. So I that's one thing. If I needed to pick a nit, I don't like turning Optimus Prime into kind of like having a really bad plan to get rid of Megatron. But other than that, I thought it was a really well done story. So pick it up if you can, if you haven't already. Seemed like this was the at least the stores were ordering more of this copy of this book than usual. So
It's gotten rave
hope
reviews.
people are picking it up. Yeah. I also have a toy, and I picked this up at not yet. But I picked this up actually way before TFCon, but just opened him up today. Siege Springer. So I picked this guy up. He's really a really solid toy. Good triple changer. Both modes are pretty good. articulation in the robot mode is really nice. He's got swords and guns, so and he's got the helicopter. So swords become the helicopter blades, and you can store them as a kind of on his back there in robot mode. I still am not a fan of the battle damage paint stuff, but there's not as much as on other figures with Springer. And his gray legs kind of mask it on his legs, so it's okay. Really, the shoulders are the kind of the worst offenders here. But this Springer is really nice for a G1-esque Springer. This is a really good figure, especially the head. If I give a close up on the head, it's a really nice head sculpt for the Springer. I really like this guy, so I'm glad I picked him up. So there he is, Springer. And that's what I got.
There's
so
labels up for that guy.
Yeah, I heard about that. All right, Darryl, let's close it out. What do you got?
Okay, well, you reminded me that I had also gotten Transformers 84 as well, number 0. So yeah, my comic book store, by the time I got to it on Wednesday, this book was sold out. So, they had put this one away in my bag, my pull bag for me, but there was none on the wall. So they definitely didn't order enough. It was very popular, or they ordered the exact amount they needed. I was at Fan Expo this weekend, and I did pick up the exclusive cover that was offered by the convention for the Transformers. Our good friend Jimmers kind of told me about this months ago, because he's like, I need this cover, and it's supposed to be offered at Fan Expo. Can you look for me? And I'm like, it's months away, man. I can't tell you what's going to be there. Well, I got there, and it's there. So this is Transformers number 1, the Brian Ruckley series, and the cover is metal. Like, it's a metal plate. It's limited to 750. I don't know whether you can see that on there, but it's limited to 750. And yeah, it's interesting. That's for sure.
It'll hold up to UV light.
Yeah, it might. So yeah, it's it's cool. It's so I did get one for our good friend Jimmers, and since I was there, I thought, I'll get one for myself, seeing it was such a limited quantity. But this sold out. This sold out at the show. Like, it was gone. So I don't know if the other Fan Expos will have any, but it was very popular. It was gone. Also, the convention had Peter Cullen and Frank Welker at it, so yeah, it was a hot commodity.
Jeremy, apparently we're not good enough friends for Darryl.
No. How much was it?
It was $40.
Oh, yeah, we're not good enough friends.
It was, yeah. Jimmers is paying me for it. But this thing, we just talked about it, and this thing ended up there. So I made a snap decision and bought it. This is that coin that we were talking about. So
we actually didn't cover this in the news, did we?
We did last week.
We did? No.
Or the week before, didn't we?
It came out. The news came out between last week and this week.
Did we?
I put it in the alt mode doc as transforming pop culture.
Okay, for this week?
We'll look forward to this on Friday.
Oh, well, hey, look at that. So it was very, very new, and I was like, okay, so that we saw the news drop this past week, and I was walking around the convention on Saturday, and I saw the Canadian Mint booth, and there was a ginormous version of this coin standing there with 2 armed security guards next to it, and I'm like, holy fuck, what's going on here? And they're saying, oh, we got this coin with the Transformer guy on it. I'm like, oh, where is it? Because it's obviously not the huge one, right? but it's this one over here. And then they had this is just the $35 coin, which I bought. It's a 25-cent piece, so it's a quarter, but it's made out of silver. So, but there was a $25 version of the Transformers coin, which just had Prime's face on it, which if you put in the sun, it would power up the eyes. That's where it glowed the eyes glowed in the dark. So, but yeah, it was $160, and I wasn't going to pay that much for a coin. Yeah. But this is cool. I don't know whether you can't tell here, but the image on it is a lenticular, so you can move it around, and the Optimus transforms. So I think that's cool.
I think I saw Marcelo did those art.
He did.
Art.
I have the cover of the book that this is on.
Yeah.
And it's a Marcelo book, and Sarah Peter Durocher mentioned that she colored it. So
and then, I think the other one, the more expensive one, I think that might have been Guidi.
It's just Prime's face, so I don't know.
I saw both of them comment on social media. It's weird seeing their art on money.
Yeah, so it's neat, that's for sure. But yeah, so I picked it up. It was fairly inexpensive for something so odd. Yeah, but that's what I got.
All right. Well, that'll do it for Trips to the Store. Thanks everyone for watching, and again, we want to thank all our Donatreons for contributing and helping us make the show possible. If you would like to become a Donatreon, just go to transmissionspodcast.com/support. If you'd also like to support us by buying some of our merchandise, you can go to our TeePublic store at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. And if you want to leave us feedback, you can go to transmissionspodcast.com/feedback. Leave us a voicemail, an email, contact us on social media, comment right below in this YouTube comments of the video. You can do that too. Lots of ways to get in touch. And we look forward to seeing you on the interwebs. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Later.